The Daily Locker Room Day by Day Workbook is in stock and ready for delivery. Order today at dailylockerroom.com.
When you work, you work, and when you play, and you don't mix the two together.
Wow. So I'm hearing and I'm listening so much. So the first thing you said is you made sacrifices to get this quality of
100%.
life. Yeah. And because of that, you had to be out working till midnight where you might have wanted to be with your daughter, but you knew you had to do that in order to create a quality life for your family.
Correct. However, you set priorities and you set the time. When it was time to go and see a play that your kids are in, that's holy. You make time for that. When it's time to go and spend time with your mom or your dad, you make time and you set the time, and that is holy.
And you don't take phone calls from work.
No, you don't mix the two.
There you go.
You do not mix the two. The most important thing is when you take a break on the weekend, whenever that break is, detach yourself from the everyday work life. Detach yourself from the computer. Detach yourself from the phone. When I get home, I take the phone out of my pocket, I plant it in my bedroom, and I'm not connected. And people know. You can leave me a message, but you won't get a hold of me in a split second.
In a split second. That really, David, does go to the root of quality of life, because when you're with your family, you're saying you're not doing anything. I find often for myself in the past, and I'm sure others, sometimes I'm working and I'm thinking that I should be with my family. And other times maybe I'm with my family and I'm thinking I should be working. What you're saying to us...
Divide the two. Divide the two. Split them. If I want to work out, I got to set the time to work out. If I can't do it during the day because my day is packed, then I'll get on the bike at 4:30 in the morning and I'll do it before I leave the house. Because I start my day at work at 6:30, 7 o'clock in the morning. That's my schedule. I'm good in the morning. Other people are good in the evening.
Right.
My partner, my son, is good at 1 and 2 o'clock in the morning. I can't function as I used to when I was a little younger. So you got to prioritize, and you got to set the time slots for what your functions are.
I love this. Gang, you heard it. Rewind this tape if you need to, because you just heard from someone who is living this quality life that you hear so much about. His economics are wonderful. He travels the world with his wife, entering salsa contests, danced at the Rainbow Room, is here with his people, taking time out to nurture them. Rewind this tape as often as you necessary, because what you just heard here will help all of us create a higher quality of life. And so, David, anything else before we wrap up this message that you'd want to share with everyone out there?
Just one thing. In order for you to enjoy what you do at work, make sure you surround yourself with the right kind of people. Make sure you surround yourself with individuals that have the same values you have, the same work habits you have, the same self-discipline that you have, people that will help you enjoy what you do. There's nothing worse than having to work with people that you do not like.
Amen to that. That's wisdom, gang. So, David, when we end these locker rooms, I know you've seen enough of them. I always like to say, if you follow all of this, you'll end up living your very best life. You're going to have to help me at the end here. If they follow your advice here, what are they going to end up living? Living your very best life. Perfect. It's a wrap.